interesting. The sun came out as soon as I pressed record. So I'll find this on here. 2 minutes. Would there be anything to bring it up? 5. No notification. Giving essence.
Kia ora whānau and friends. Welcome to our Equinox ceremony. We'll just wait a few minutes for anybody to join us and to make sure our technology is working at its best so you can hear us. And if you can't hear us, please let us know so that you can hear through the ceremony.
Yes.
So we're just getting it up on Siddhanta's phone so we can check for
Just tag myself.
for any questions if you have it. Also, sorry, Siddhanta's phone so we can see any messages that pop up. So again, just let us know if you can't hear us at any point.
I don't think it's going to bring it up because I'm admin.
We're already on your phone, baby. It's all good.
Has it come up?
Yep, you're ready.
Oh.
I'll just turn the volume down. Kia ora, kia ora, kia ora. Family and friends, welcome, welcome, welcome to this beautiful space that we're going to share with you. We're going to share some wonderful energy, some wisdom today, and just for you to take some time out for yourself as the seasons shift and as we shift within ourselves.
Yeah, we're coming into the autumn stage of our year, and autumn's a really interesting time. It's a beautiful time for us all to begin to let things fall away as we see with the trees. Nature knows what to do and she does it beautifully. And I say she, and autumn is a very feminine time of the year. It's when we begin to come into more of the feminine, more of the resting, more of the receiving, and more of the letting go. These are, and when I say feminine, I'm simply meaning energy. And so this is a beautiful time of the year for us to come into a state of rest, begin to come into a state of rest, letting go of all the actions of what we've done, and it's time to revive and replenish and receive. Yeah.
So we're going to start today. Get yourself comfy at home, whether you're sitting or on the couch. Find a nice space for you. If you've got any candles, light your candles. If you've got any crystals, place them around you. Go to a really nice space in your house. We're going to now open up a morphogenic field for you to really raise your frequency, come into a healing vibration with us, and we'll take you through this now. So enjoy.
Okay, I just have the script on my phone here, so we will go to... So you can close your eyes however you feel to do this. We will open the morphogenic field now, the container, and this brings us all together into a frequency of unity. When you can just simply close down, you'll literally be with us in the dimension of frequency. So we'll just start this now as we open the altar. We bring our hearts into alignment for the opening of portals of the higher dimensional realities of the morphogenic field, to place amongst us a container of insight, love, grace, and healing. Let there be light. Calling forth all ascended masters of the East, and holders of the ancient wisdoms, come, please come. Calling in the Christ spirit of healing and resurrection, come by your grace, please come. Calling in the joyful spirit of Krishna, the song of his flute and ecstatic dance, come, please come. Calling in the enlightenment of the Buddha, his stillness and peace of awareness. Come, O great beings of the masculine and feminine, Shakti and Shiva. Come with the great codes of the goddess and the spirit of Sophia. Come, please come. So we just have phone calls coming in. We will continue to open the container here. Calling in all guides and mighty travellers of the south, explorers and finders of new lands, the mighty mana of the ancestors, Hare Mai, no Mai, Hare Mai. Calling in the spirits of Waitaha, the great waka of the seas, carrier of peace and nation of nations, Hare Mai. Calling in o whaia o mātua ko papatunuku o ranginui, Haere Mai. Calling in the great breath of life of the forest god, Tāne Mahuta, Ti hei mauri ora, Haere, Haere, Haere. Calling in the great spirits of the west and all spirit totems of the native lands. Calling in the spirit guides and spirit keepers of the land, both human and animal, both dimensional and non-dimensional. Come, please come. Calling in the shaman and keepers of the sacred medicines. Come with your healings and potions, the flame of meeting and the fire of cleansing. Come, O great woman of the tribe and princess of peace. Calling in our personal guides, loved ones and guardian angels. Come, please come. Calling in the angels and spirits of the north, and all beings of the higher dimensional realities. Come, please come. Calling on the overseers and keepers of the cosmic wisdoms, the star seeds and architects of the galactic travellers. Come, please come. Calling on the great and beautiful mother of the universal expression. Come. Calling in the phoenix and its fire of transformation and new life. Calling on the Holy Mother, the Holy Father, and the Holy Child. Come, please come. Let there be light. He atua he tangata.
Kia ora.
Kia ora.
Kia ora. Here we go. We've set up a beautiful field for you all to soak in and nourish yourself today. And nourishment is certainly one aspect of the autumn equinox which we can really take on board. And as you sit here, as we shift in the seasons, we also shift within us. And with a traditional Chinese perspective, we want to look at nourishing parts of our body that kind of shift us through the autumn and prepare us for winter. And that aspect of our body we want to nourish is coming into our lungs and also into our spleen and our immune system. So we want to cultivate a new way of looking at our nutrition. That's really important to look at, kind of coming from your summer foods, of the cooling foods, moving into the warming foods such as root vegetables, soups and broths and things to start enhancing the immune system. And what we're cultivating there is the energy of qi. And qi is very important as the immune system goes under a little bit more stress moving into the cooler months. We want to really enhance the strength of our lungs, enhance the strength of our spleen, which also looks after our immune system. So at this time, as we're shifting into that phase of autumn, we're wanting a lot more rest, a lot more sleep. So the cat naps and the afternoon sleeps are certainly welcomed. And so I'm very grateful that I can share this with you today. And today we're also honouring ourselves and also what's going on in our inner world and how we can start projecting that unifying grace within us to the outer world. And as we are currently receiving lots of energy down to the planet, especially now, the plasma wave that's moving through kind of happens around every 3 months, that we can cultivate this energy in our light body beautifully with setting our intentions, kind of shedding what doesn't serve us anymore, shedding not only our own but all the stuff that doesn't serve us from the rest of the world, and honouring our heart, coming into our heart space and really feeling fulfilled within our soul and our personal soul growth.
Yes, and these 3 stages of shedding, and of course this can be a really good time for release in your life, because that's what autumn is about, is letting go. The trees are letting go of the leaves that have served them through summer. They have taken in the sun, taken in the masculine energy, and now we come into the feminine energy of beginning to let go of that which did serve us that no longer serves us. And so there's 3 stages of shedding for all of us. There's the shedding of tears. What is it in your life? Maybe
I
just
like
look
that one.
into that.
I love crying, so that's good.
Yes, she, and we can
It just
shed tears for
happens.
others, even for what's going on in the world. So much confusion, so much division, so much polarity, so much loss. It's okay, and it's a good time for us to shed tears as the trees are shedding their leaves. We can shed tears, and this is to come in alignment with Mother Nature and allow a shedding to take place. The second stage of shedding is shedding skin, realizing that you're dropping away, you're becoming a new being. But also, as we come into autumn, the shedding of skin doesn't quite happen yet. We're basically going into our cocoon. We're coming into a time of rest, and when we come out the other side, we will shed that skin. And then the third stage of shedding is when you've shedded that skin and you come out into this new world, which we will come out the other side of winter into summer again. That's when we are shedding light, and that's giving out. So we let go of the old, we allow the new to come in, and then we allow light to go out, if that makes sense. So the 3 stages of shedding that take place during our year. And as we go into this autumn equinox, we're at that point where we're really going into autumn, is a time to rest and receive. It's as simple as that. We don't have to do a lot. In summer, we're so busy.
We are.
So busy. And it's okay, as Devi, I agree with her, what she said before, it's a time to be okay with those little afternoon naps, that little bit of extra rest. We need it. The hours are shorter, and that means we are going to spend a little bit more time resting. And when we rest, we revive, which is a form of receiving.
So talking about the light we have within us and the light that we are trying to cultivate all that time, because there's that saying that when the glass is full, the glass is full. When we're full of energy and light, we then can kind of shed that with the world. But when we're feeling empty within us, we find that really hard to kind of connect in with the world. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to do a practice where we're going to cultivate light within our body, and this is something you can do at home every day, or when you're not feeling great. We're going to bring some light into our energy centers. Our energy centers, we're going to work with our 7 main chakras today. So we've got our base chakra, which is just kind of between the thighs, and that the vortex kind of comes up through the body. And then we've got our second chakra, which is our sacral chakra, just below the belly button. And the base chakra is red. The second chakra that we have in our sacral chakra is our orange. And then we're going to move up to around the belly button, just below the rib cage, which is our solar plexus chakra. This emits yellow. Then we move up to our heart chakra, where we're going to emit green. And then we move up to the throat chakra, where we emit blue. We move up to the third eye chakra, where we emit a purple. as such, yes.
Indigo.
Indigo colour. And then as we move up to our
Crown
seventh
chakra.
crown chakra, we're going to emit a violet light. So this technique can allow more energy to come into the body. Now remember, our chakras are moving and spinning at different ways and forms all day long, and sometimes when we're not feeling ourselves, some of those chakras have completely either blocked or they're going backwards. So we're going to hold space here in this field to allow you to really come into your own field now. So you're going to use imagery, you might use colour, you might just use your imagination now as we move up through those chakras. So we're going to use breath, imagery to open up these chakras. So join us, sit comfortable. I'm going to let Siddhanta take you through this with breath. We're going to take a couple of breaths for each chakra, and we're going to use colour to open them up, and we're going to hold space for you to join us right now.
So just in case there's anyone here that is like, what does the chakra do? They are literally what allows life force energy to come into the body, to imprint the body. So each chakra is like a vortex that brings in prana being life force, bringing it into the body. So this is really, really good. As we were saying before about receiving, that's what the chakras do, help us receive prana. So this is a really good time for us to do this. We're going to start with the base chakra, which is Hara in Sanskrit.
And again, sorry, if there's any problems with if you can't hear us or anything jumping, please let us know. Okay, let us know in the feed if you can't hear us, or if there's anything wrong with the signal, please let us know.
Yes.
Okay.
Here we go. So just placing hands down, if you're sitting, down between the thighs, and holding the frequency, allowing red to come to mind, but holding the feeling of red. See if you can feel red. I know that sounds strange, but allow the frequency of red. Colour is simply a frequency. Allowing red to be there, and as you allow red to be there, feeling yourself grounding down. This is the chakra that connects you to the earth. Feeling yourself grounding down. If you're standing, feeling roots coming from your feet into the earth. If you're sitting, just from your sit bones, roots going down into the earth, and holding the frequency of red. Just hold that. Bringing red up through the body, and just putting red over your body. Allow yourself to feel red over the body. Coming up to the sacral, the Svadhisthana, holding the colour of burnt orange, feeling that colour of orange, the frequency of orange, and just feeling orange, just allowing, placing orange all over your whole body, over your whole field. Orange. You really want to feel that sort of receiving of vibration. You can rasp breath, that's just holding a little bit of restriction in the back of the throat. It just raises your vibration. We're going up to solar plexus, Manipura, and holding the frequency of yellow. See yellow and feel yellow. As you feel that yellow, let it come out of your hands, moving it all over your body. Yellow all over your body. It's around your auric field, your aura, that energy of light. Coming up to the middle chakra, the heart chakra, Anahat. This chakra means the unstruck sound. Holding green. Holding the frequency of green, feeling green. And placing green all over the body. Covering yourself in green through all of your auric field. Giving yourself a beautiful light bath of green.
Breathing it in. Breathing it out.
Coming up to the 5th chakra. And holding the frequency and colour of blue. Feeling blue. Ocean blue. Placing and drawing blue all over your auric field, washing blue, the frequency of blue, over your entire auric field. Coming up to the 6th chakra, Ajna, the 3rd eye chakra, holding the frequency and feeling indigo. As you hold that indigo, now just moving it over your entire auric field, over your entire body, letting indigo, washing yourself in that beautiful light. You're probably beginning to feel a shift in your frequency now as you're bathing yourself in the frequencies of light. Now coming up and holding just above your head the crown chakra. Holding and feeling the frequency of violet. Now giving yourself that beautiful auric bath of violet light over the entire body. Being, let there be violet. And now to bring this all together, my beloved Divyananda is going to take us into Hara.
So just before we get into Hara, what I want you to bring to the forefront of your heart is the aspects of your soul that you are wanting to bring forth. So this may mean for you things that you're wanting to change or shift in your life, and or the shedding away of things that aren't serving you anymore. So that could be relationships, it could be your behavior, it could be something you want to invite into your life. So I'm just going to give you maybe 10, we're going to just take a few deep breaths here, and I want you to just to bring forefront right now. It'll come to you quite quickly. So intuitively things are going to come up for you where you think, oh, I really want this to happen in my life. So as we hold this field of really high energy for you, high frequency, high vibration, that this can really shift for you. So that's a letting go, or you want to bring an abundance, or whatever it is for you. Let's just bring that to the surface now as a collective, as a group. And we'll just take 10 deep breaths to work through that. So just write it down or just think about it, or place your hands on your heart. If it's a healing you need, then let that healing happen, because all this is going to happen in the now moment. We're working together for this to really bring to fruition. So we'll just breathe 10 breaths. Inhale, exhale, and just in your own time now for about a minute, just take some breaths. going to bring both aspects of yourself to the field, the masculine and feminine. We're going to bring and merge those together as we really anchor now. We're going to anchor this energy that we want to shift and create down into Mother Earth by practicing Hara. And Hara is a divine light that comes through the crown chakra, straight through your vertical power column, which is your spine, and straight down to Mother Earth. So those two power centers of God and the divine, and also the Earth Mother. We're going to now use a hand mantra to bring our hands into, not mantra, mudra, sorry, as we really anchor what we've just brought to the forefront of our soul's expression. So we're going to place your left hand just below your belly button. This is called your dantian. And we're going to place your right hand to your high heart, which is in the middle of your chest. So the high heart is the anchoring to the God, to the divine above, and the other hand is an anchoring to the Mother Earth. So we're going to take a breath in. We're going to expand out to our energy field and bring the upper hand above our head, the bottom hand below, and we're going to bring them down into a straight line. And we're going to stop the upper hand at the chest, the bottom hand here, straight line. And as we take a breath in and breath out, just focus your eye gaze in front of you. And now we have a direct power line, strong power line. We've got the hand, the extra hand of the plasma wave right now. We're bringing through very strong energy. So we've anchored your own intention down into Mother Earth from the divine. There's some beautiful open chakras, beautiful energy right now. And we're going to hold this space in Hara. Feel that direct column, white divine light coming straight through you.
That's right. Just envision a column of light going straight through your vertical power column, that literally your spine, your hands are holding that alignment as you have light coming from the cosmos down all the way into the center of the earth and all the way out to infinity. Feeling grounded, lightening your gaze. Let your gaze be soft so that your gaze is not focused but very broad and easy. We're just going to give ourselves a couple of minutes of silence and holding Hara.
What we're going to do now is we're going to do 7 ohms, just to bring that extra sound of our throat chakra and our wisdom and our truth to this vibration, yeah? So we'll do 7 of them and then we'll finish. So breathing in, and on the exhale,
now that you're in a place of equanimity, I'm sure you realise right in this place you neither feel fear or upset, happiness or unhappiness. It's a place of just neutrality. So in this new place of neutrality is a good time to allow, and I stress the word allow without stress, your intentions to come through, your higher intentions. Allow your intentions to simply come through you, into you, for you. Feel your intentions. And then let them go. This is practicing intention without attachment. We have no attachment to outcomes, just a presence to the intention in the immediate moment. Beautiful.
Take a nice big inhale and get the prana into the body. And breath out. And just start to experience how you're feeling right now. Feel the lightness around you, the freedom within you, and enjoy. Part of this autumn time is to really engage in prana and life force. Prana meaning oxygen, prana meaning the breath that's coming in. So maybe over the next wee while, start your morning with this particular type of practice, the chakra opening, the intention practice and the Hara practice, and then a good 10 deep breaths or the chanting will really elevate your frequency. And remember, when we are resonating at a high frequency, our immune system gets stronger and we're able to function day to day a lot better.
Yeah, and we're just going to close the container now. When we open the container, which means we literally, you might have heard all the different beings and ideas and connections that we're opening ourselves to come into this space. And now we close it down, which is really not to close it down but to seal it off. And so it is done, as we would say in our healing practice, Iesta unta essa, which means so it is. It is done, and it is done. And we will close the container now, or seal it off, so that your intentions are done. You can let go of your intentions and now just be available to life and watch things unfold, much like a beautiful plant in the ground. It doesn't have to force a flower out. A flower simply blooms, and that's what we want for you and for your family and for ourselves, is for us to bloom almost in a Zen way, which is action through non-action. It is a happening that happens out of force, and I know I certainly need more of that in my life. So we're just going to close the container now. I can use this one.
Yep.
We give thanks to the angels and spirits of the north and all beings of the higher dimensional realities. We thank you and release you. We say thank you to the overseers and keepers of the cosmic wisdoms, the star seeds and architects of the galactic travelers. We thank you and release you. Thank you to the beautiful mother of the universal expression. We thank you and release you. Thank you to the phoenix and its fire of transformation and new life. Thank you, Holy Mother, Holy Father, and Holy Child. We thank you and release you. Thank you to the great spirits of the West and all spirit totems of the native lands. Thank you to the spirit guides and spirit keepers of the land, both human and animal, both dimensional and non-dimensional. We thank you and release you. Thank you to the shaman and keepers of the sacred medicines. We thank you for your healings and potions, for the flame of meeting and the fire of cleansing. We thank you, O great woman of the tribe and princess of peace. We thank you, our personal guides, loved ones and guardian angels. We thank you and release you. Thank you to the guides and mighty travellers of the south, explorers and finders of new lands. Thank you for the mana of the ancestors, Hara. Thank you to the spirit of Waitaha, the great waka of the oceans. Thank you for the carrier of peace and nation of nations, Hara. Thank you to fire and matua, ko papatua nuku orangi nui, Hara. Thank you for the great breath of life of the forest god Tāne Mahuta, Ti Hei Mauri Ora. Haere, haere, haere. Thank you to the ascended masters of the East and holders of the ancient wisdoms. We thank you and release you. We say thank you to the Christ, spirit of healing and resurrection. We thank you for your grace. We release you. We thank you for the joyful spirit of Krishna, the song of his flute and ecstatic dance. We thank you and release you. We thank you for the enlightenment of the Buddha, his stillness of peace and awareness. We thank you, O great beings of the masculine and feminine, Shakti and Shiva. We thank you for the great codes of the goddess and the spirit of Sophia. We thank you and release you. We close this container and all portals to the morphogenic field. We seal it off with our love, with our peace and blessings. We seal it off with light and love. Let there be light, let there be peace, let there be grace.
So we're really grateful for those that shared this live experience today, and if you want to maybe write something below about how you experienced this time, because we can certainly do more of these live experiences, maybe how you felt, maybe what you were wanting to bring to the surface, anything you feel that you want to share today. But we, both of us, Siddhanta and I, are sending immense love and light to you all, and we love to share Let There Be Light with you, which helps transform.
Yeah, it's a great way to face anything in life. You know, maybe someone in your family or a friend has a difficult moment, and instead of, I know everyone that joins us is very empathetic, but instead of showing or feeling the need to be sympathetic or feed energy into a difficult moment, you can simply answer with the phrase, let there be light. And it brings an assurance to people. You know, if someone says, oh, this terrible thing happened, instead of going, oh no, and going into that frequency of it's really bad, because we don't know. We don't know what is good or bad until everything's played out. We can just say, let there be light. And what that can do is open up a portal for a way to perceive life and how it's going. And as we're going into this autumn season, we say, let there be light. Even though there'll be more darkness, there'll be less hours of light, you are the light, and that's the most important thing to understand. And so we know people that have joined us in these morphogenic fields and these blessings and these times of receiving this plasmic light have, after these ceremonies, received an incredible blessing, haven't they? You know, their lives have unfolded in beautiful, wonderful ways, and opportunities have opened up for them, and a new way to perceive life. So I say this just to give you not an expectation, but just to excite you a little bit for the things that are about to come into your life, because there will certainly be many, many blessings, because the earth blesses you, and so does the cosmos, and we bless you as well. And we do leave you with the phrase, let there be light.
Namaste.
Namaste.